Okay, I done dotted all the I's and crossed the T's. And if I choose to go to church, it doesn't start till afternoon. I like those hours. A lot of people can go to their wherever they want to worship, or if they have their own church, I mean, go where we worship. But I don't know if I don't go, my husband gonna go. He always go. And when my ex-husband get out of the rehab to rehabilitate his body from the illness, well, not illness because he's healed. That man, anytime you've been left for dead 4 days on the floor, and your son get a quickening in his spirit, go check on your daddy right now. And broke that doggone window. Wrist cutting. I'm so happy he could have cut his hand or something. So happy he didn't cut himself. His daddy was laying down there. You know, if you've been laying on the ground for 4 days on carpet in your house, he was either getting into the shower or bath or coming out because he had a towel. My son said right there by him. But he had feces and everything covering him. I mean, not covering him, but I saw angels of protection standing around him because anybody I'm connected to, like I say, I still keep them protected. And that's my son's father, and I'm going to keep him protected. So the death adder had to back up. The death adder came for him, but guess what? It couldn't take him out, try to take away his thinking, comprehension, and walking. Because, your right hemisphere, your brain controls the left side of your body and then vice versa. So he on his left side, he wasn't able to move it at first. That man walking with a walker at times and not walking without it. And this is his second stroke. He's 4 years older than me. But medicine is a good thing and sometimes it can be a bad thing. It's good to go with the natural remedies. I'm going to start reading some of these natural remedies so I can learn. Because like I said, I got a big old book I'm ordering the Book of the Month Club member and doing this and that. Even my husband, when while he was recuperating from cancer and bigger than life, way bigger than that man's so big. But like I said, it feels good to be able to get picked up and thrown around like a rag doll. Especially when you have lost weight and try real hard. And he helped me lose weight. He helped me gain it and he helped me lose it. But look what I'm going to eat for breakfast. That's what I'm eating for breakfast. What you know about Hostess Twinkie Snowballs? Yeah, I'm going to eat that for breakfast. Because I'm waiting for a little package to come over. And not the kind that UPS bring. The kind that look like a fat dumpling. The kind her mama wants to drop out. The kind that look like a little fat turkey. The kind that's going to have a birthday party and turn one. The kind that makes me just say, you're worth me staying up. You're worth me drinking. If you come to my house and you're a coffee drinker, I got a coffee pot. And guess what? It's just there for decoration in the main kitchen. I don't use it. You got to make it. I can do instant for you. I got the coffee mate. I got all the cream. I got all that. I got the different flavor coffee creamers and all that. But I couldn't make decent if you used to like real, because I realized people, it's like when they get older, they real coffee drinkers. Now my husband, he's not into coffee, but he will drink it if he had a rough night or didn't get much sleep to stay woke or to give him extra energy. I just don't like him drinking Gatorade because of the sodium, unless a person, had the flu and you've been throwing up and had diarrhea, because it's really for athletes, but it does replace the electrolytes you use from diarrhea and vomiting. That's why they make Pedialyte for babies, which you can, you know what? If I had a bout like that or a flu and was throwing up, only one time in my life I had it coming out of both ends. I think that was like when I was like in between pregnancies. The flu bug was going around, and that's a funny, crazy feeling, y'all. But thank God for having wastebasket liners, because by it's coming out of both ends, that's some nasty stuff. And you be like, I didn't even eat. The second day of throwing up. Where is all this coming from? Because the intestinal tract is so long. That's why it's good to get a high colonic. And with this paper right here, I love these prices. And I just happen to, I love it. Man, I'm a pack rat paper. But this is a catch-all. But where is this place offer? It's a where you can buy vitamins at. And if you don't know what a high colonic is, it's when they take it, just like an enema, but it goes up higher and you can see all the stuff. Some people who have never had one, it's amazing to them. I've only had 2 in my life, but I'm going to start back doing those maybe I'm going to see what they would recommend. I know some people, they did it monthly, and I'm talking about their skin even took on a different hue. They just glowed, but they had to, back it up with good eating and no refined sugar, no soda or pop as you call it wherever you live. But I had picked up this newspaper. It was when I was in Detroit. It's a local place of vitamin. It's where you buy a vitamin supply outlet. They call it an outlet because it's so big, and it's fairly new. I've heard about them, but I usually go to the place where I go to because I got a discount card, and I don't care if I buy one thing, I'm still gonna get that discount card when I use it. A way to keep you coming back. But I love to go there for all my vitamins. I still would buy the Centrum vitamins, stuff for me and my husband from Walmart or somewhere. But if I go there, and if I want to get some alkaline water, stuff like that, I go there, and it's much cheaper. Because alkaline water, I mean, I didn't know about alkaline. Yes, I did. When my son was a teenager, he got introduced to alkaline water, and he was buying it, and it was understood because he was working, and it was his, and I didn't care because we were drinking bottled water, which is nasty in itself. You think about it, you don't know where it come from. You just paying. It say Aquafina. I'm drinking the best. It could come from Detroit. You don't know where that water come from. You just know it looked clear and clean, and they've been sitting up in plastic, which is releasing more toxins. And it's crazy that you know better, and you can put a filter on your tap, but there is no 100% surefire way to not come in contact with toxins and poisons. It's just best to bless your food, pray over it, or try to eat better, do better. Wash your hands in between periodically. If you ain't no glamour girl trying to have fake nails, if you do, when you wash your hands, you make sure you put have you a nail brush or scrub up under your nails. It's nothing like a shower because you can but my nails, I keep them short. See? Keep my nails short. It's short. I keep them very short because it's cleaner when cooking. It's just cleaner to me. I don't scratch myself in my sleep or my grandbaby because I have a habit. I would wake up and I said, dang, is demon scratching me in my sleep? It was me scratching me in my sleep. But there's some weird stuff going on with me last year when I was sleeping. My husband would take pictures of me because I told him he was lying. I said, you're lying. Because I would wake up because I'm a light sleeper. And I'm like, what is you doing? It wasn't like he was trying at the moment trying to, like a husband and wife, trying to get a little bit in. He was like, do you realize that you're sleeping? I'm sitting up like a Buddhist monk. I'm sitting up in all kind of, I don't even practice yoga. I'm sitting up in yoga poses, all kind of stuff. And he didn't do that. And I'm asleep, but I laid down and remember laying down going to sleep. When I wake, well, I guess especially if I go to sleep before him, he'd be like, the first time he saw it, he woke me up. And I told him he was making it up because he had already laid me down. It's like he woke me up. I said, what are you talking about? No, he hadn't laid me down. I thought it was like dozing off, sitting up because I was reading. And reading really relaxes me, especially when I'm writing in my journal, because that's one of the last things I'll do sometime. And I'm about to write in it after I do this video go through, because it's something I need to remember about this dream I had when I was napping the other day. And I remember what date, so I can just date it. And I remember around the time that I woke up because it was a nap. So that dream was very prophetic. I think I know what it is. I can interpret dreams, and it's really it's not. That dream, I'm not even going to put it out there, but that dream was very prophetic. It's a good dream. It speaks of who I am, what I am in the spiritual realm that I flow in. It speaks multitudes. And it even speaks the reaction of people that rise up against me or those who even approach me in a good way. It spoke multitudes. And usually I have dreams and I don't look like how I look. It could be like from another era or whatever, or age, like my friend, she believed in reincarnation. I begin to wonder, is it true? Because, as a child, I've seen spirits. And I remember seeing a boy and then getting older and looking at history books and pictures. And even when the slave masters had little black children almost as pets for their kids to be, playmates with their children. So they would get like a better life. They get to dress better, eat better, long as you keep him or her entertained. And it wasn't abusive. I hope it wasn't, but children don't know prejudice unless you teach it to them. But the pictures back it up. Those brownish white looking black and white pictures from old school back it up, that those things took place. That you probably, it was no respect to your parents because your father and mother can be snatched away. There was no legal weddings. But what is a legal wedding? Nothing but a piece of paper. It's what's in your heart, because you can get a legal piece of paper and commit adultery and do everything and marry him just for money, him or her, beat the shit out of him, disrespect them, do whatever. So it is what it is. So motherfuckers always like want to hang on my every word. She committed adultery. I might be, but think about it, dumbasses. My motherfucking husband is subscribed to me, you stupid ass bitch or bastard. That's to you, motherfucker. That's talking about, you talk about dark-skinned people. Bitch, I was talking about a woman that has a lot of melanin. And guess what? I say a lot of shit to see. No, I ain't gonna give you the secret. I've told people up off the thing, my secrets. You know, what I do and why I do it, to gauge. It's just a game, that because that's how I feel about a lot of you peons, you adult little brain bastards. You go and repeat what you think. Motherfucker, if it was so personal, why the fuck would I put it out there, you stupid motherfuckers? And that's how I refer to you. And if the shoe fit, you are a motherfucker. And if you know you're not that, you know what your government name is, then I'm not talking to you, sweetie, sir or ma'am. But I can't find it. But it was just, I'm trying to find the paper of the different prices of the high colonic, where it's like they lay you on your side, and it's like what they call like bowel irrigation or intestinal irrigation. And getting back to the alkaline water, I remember my son, it struck him in his latter teens. He started developing acne. And I said, well, I thought you was going to be one that didn't get it, because I remember I caught acne at 13 or 14. But it lasted for a little session, because my mother taught me back then that people was into Noxzema and this and that. But now we know better about facials and homemade masks and what you could put on your, out of colds. I got all kind of products, and then things I can make up and use. But my lady, Miss Nina, gonna do my stuff that I showed you guys, because my Lebanese sister from another mother, they're in this political climate here in Michigan. All I can say is that she no longer has her shop by choice. She has closed it down. But I can go to her house. She's got the equipment, but it's really bold what they did to her. And you know what? She's not full Lebanese. She's Lebanese and Scottish. What they did to her, and the day that I was there, what I witnessed, if I thought she was a liar, which I know she isn't. And guess what? What is it about people running into other people that got gifts? It could be over the phone, social media, in person, in the grocery store, but she has a gifting. And it get to the point that we click so tight. That's why I call her, and still do, my sister from another mother. The only thing we got in common, because of that Creole background, there's some Scottish ancestry. But what's funny, her mother is a full-blown woman from Scotland. But she met a Lebanese man and adapted the Lebanese Arab way. So it's very interesting to learn the things that I learned and how they came from a war-torn, and she's younger than me. The era she came, but she's just like in her 40s. But when she came, they had paper. I mean, they were rich where they lived. I mean, the pictures and her experience, and even the guy that she's had children by that did divorce, but she has had princes propose to her. Pictures, I mean, not saying that make you any better, but I'm saying just the culture, which doesn't, shock me with my daughter's culture. So, if I never had that part to learn, or from history, or just being cool with Arab people and having spiritual Arab sons and daughters, that's another thing. I call them spiritual because I didn't adopt them legally, so they be my spiritual sons and daughters. And they call me mom. And I got some goons, and like I tell y'all, everybody got a Mookie and a Pookie. I got some Mookie Pookie acting. Now that's slang, that's ghetto. Mookie and Pookie is that one that do your dirty work for you, and you can sit up and look like, who, me? I was at home sipping tea at 3 p.m. watching soap operas, knowing I ain't watched soap operas since after my son got in the world, because I got mad when they was cutting me open. I said, I'm missing General Hospital. I was so angry because while they numbing me up in my back, I looked at that clock, and that's why I remember what time he was born, way before 4 p.m. So he's not into astrology. He tried to make me think that's demonic or whatever. But sweetie, like they say, the wise men, if you believe in what the Bible said, the wise men had to look at the stars to find baby Jesus. So tell me what's really real and what's up. And that's no disrespect to my son. He's allowed to choose, because if he was had a henpecked man by a mama, and one that didn't cut the apron strings and didn't allow him to be an independent thinker like I've allowed them to be, to choose their own way. It's just that you're going to give me my respect, and they never ever cussed at me and never hit me, because I'm beginning to see this new generation. Parents are complaining about children jumping on them. And I'm not talking about the parents that need their ass whoop. And if you want to get biblical, don't provoke your children. Don't do no shit to make them want to beat your ass. But it's still not right for you to lay your hands on that mother. I don't care if she was fucking up and was selfish and doing her bullshit. But a lot of women like to do that shit. A lot of older people like to live their yesterday, and then they want to put the younger folks down about what the fuck they doing. Really? For real? I ain't talking to nobody just behind me in their 40s, but I'm still older than you. But still, I'm just saying, people, I like to see young men that can dress and keep up with the latest fast. I just don't like skinny jeans on a man. I don't on young men, or older men. I just say, really? I don't. I'd be like, why are you wearing unless you got a really thin build? But why would you want your to have skinny jeans on? But then, like I tell the older people, remember, like Tom Cruise. Look at some old Tom Cruise movies and the way he's built. I remember when Levi's men, white Caucasian men, were wearing like tight Levi jeans back in the day, because Levi's and Leagues was like the big thing until the Gloria Vanderbilt for women, which is, what's his name? His mother. He's a CNN anchorman. Anderson Cooper, Gloria Vanderbilt, who was born with the silver spoon in her mouth, rich. He was born into opulence, into notoriety and money. And look, he still went and got a college education, and now he's an anchorman. It's funny, like I would just feel like if I was born into it, but it depends on who the person is. Did you want to become something? But and then a lot of times kids born in with parents that got money, they get on drugs and they just fuck up, and you always bailing them out and shit. You got connections. Look. When they stand before you, can you write this ticket off for him or her? Can you make this problem go away? I'll give you this much money. But I admire that. But I never did no research on Anderson Cooper. The only thing that was shocking to me when I learned that he was gay, because I used to watch CNN religiously, besides local news. It was like just to relax later, and you come home and you chilling. You got I had a TV, and especially being back in the day, I had a small little television I kept in the kitchen while I'm cooking, and I would catch up on stuff and touch the remote and wash my hands again. But I'm just looking. But if news, I don't watch the local news already, and then I'm waiting, or maybe the local news like usually to come on at 6. It's got the latest stories. So if you watch your local news at 5, then I'm like on CNN and then HLN headline, whatever what they call it, HLN news. But I really was a CNN chick. And then Trump talking about the news be fake. So you can't go by what man said. You can go by what you feel. But that's worth looking into, because, if a chick's about the high colonics, I'm going to eat Hostess snowballs for breakfast, coconut and marshmallow covered chocolate cake with creamy filling. I've had these for like a month. They still fresh. The expiration date is, which people, just because it expired and it still can be fresh. If your milk don't got, like old school, we didn't go by expiration date. If you crack open an egg, or you had Easter eggs and you dyed them, and you open that bad boy, like they say, somebody's fart smell like a rotten egg. That's real, a rotten egg. And you can also have eggs. Imagine the people back in the day. It ain't a down south thing. It's an all over the world thing. They didn't have ice and stuff at first. You see the old movies where they had a man who sell blocks of ice. That's where the word ice box come in from, because they had big blocks of ice to keep the food cold, and it was like a metal little box. They had I think the first brand. I was over there to Mr. Sotomayor's page, and he was talking about old school, and he said why they call it Frigidaire. And I don't know if you read the comment or not, but it was funny because he brought back a memory. Everybody that, like my kin folks from down south, they would say, or my grandmother and them, baby, go in there and open up the Frigidaire and go hand me get that sweet tea. The Frigidaire. And I thought, but in my household, my mother said, okay, I was raised around Caucasian children, so they would say fridge, or you're looking at the Brady Bunch of Partridge Family, the fridge. Put this back in the fridge. Short for refrigerator. Black folks call it refrigerator. Old school, and what you were raised up under. Even as it's not about broken English, but I went from skinny jeans, but guess what? Keep up with me, walk with me, talk with me. I'm waiting for this. She even got a key, so I ain't got to worry. When I hear the key and that code, poop, 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 because I ain't answering no door. She don't need no help with that big old little turkey drop off. Clothes, everything. You know what? That's a comfortable feeling for you young people. You rushing your children to get grown, but when they get older, remember, you're going to be, hopefully the world is not in such a bad shape that you got some places reserved where you live that your kids can just say, can I drop them off? I mean, not bragging. I might say, you know what? I didn't get to go out the other day. I'm low on Fat Mama's diapers, so the size that she wear, because she's in the process of being potty trained now. Yes, I'm a firm believer in getting them early. I'm a firm, and I, sometimes you can't, but it's not really hard to do. It's consistency, and the babysitters got to stay with it, or whoever, the caregivers. Not like you do a puppy, but I can break in a puppy. And cats, they real easy. I'm just allergic to them. They got give them a litter box, but a cat don't even want a nasty litter box. You ain't changed the litter. But babies, little kids, they need to be potty training, and then if you got kids pissing on themselves at 13 or 14, then that's an emotional problem. The only way that you can do that, especially a grown person, if there's something wrong, you don't have no control over your bowels, or your, urinating on yourself or whatever, or because you drunk, you got to be really drunk for you to piss on yourself. And come on, let's keep it real. I can speak for the women. Have you ever held your pee so long, and you be like, I don't feel like getting up, and then by the time you get in there, you almost peed on yourself. I hate that. Or when you putting the key in the door, and then sometimes the alarm, if it go off, you trying to put the code in, you like on one leg. It look like the pee say, I'm going to catch you. You got to pee. When you say, I knew I should have stopped at such and such store, or where they know me, and I'm a bag lady, like I call myself. I keep wipes and everything, and squat. I wish I had went on, because it's something about, it's like, I remember this from being in junior high school, when your parents allow you to have a key. They give you a key when you're responsible, or sometime in elementary school, if you are in walking distance of or however way you get home. But if you like walking home, and the school is like you catch a bus there, or it's just around the block or some blocks down, it's something about that. You might have to go to your friend's house if you live on the same block, or stop at the old lady down the street house. Can I use the bed? Oh, go in there, baby. And she on the porch. Man, what is it about? It's like your bladder say, okay, I know you're home. I'm just speaking for the ladies. I know you're home, and it's for some odd reason, like that key don't want to act right. And then you squeezing your thighs tight. You dancing around on one foot like you a doggone bird or something. And it's like the bladder said. Now, you was all in that car driving, and you said, oh, I got to pee real bad. You know what? I should stop right here, or this Coney Island, or that, because I know they're real clean in there, and I don't got to do that much cleaning. I like to go into a clean bathroom that don't stink and stuff, but I ain't gonna have time to wipe off the seat. I'll just take my disinfectant wipes, and line it, just in case I slip, and if my butt happen to hit that seat. Now, on a good day, if I ain't got to pee real bad, I'm going to wipe it off for good and still put that stuff on there. But I don't like doing number twos out there. And thank God I ain't had to do number twos like that. I don't have no diarrhea and stuff like that. And no, I ain't burning no bread on myself. I ain't going to have no diarrhea. I ain't no diarrhea type chick. I ain't no constipated chick. But I have been known to starve myself, because beginning Monday, I'm going on starvation mode. Because that's why I'm eating these. I'm going to eat these pink snow cakes, get it out my system, because I'm getting my belly. I done got so fat. I mean, I got on the scale. I think I gained like 12 pounds, but if I let 12 pounds slip, and that ain't water, it's past that time. So that ain't no, it can be water, because I guess what? Like my husband, he was right. I done started back drinking sodas or pop. I'm on my A&W root beer kick, because I love root beer, and I love cream soda, and I love red pop. I love grape pop. But when I get on a kick, I'm just one of those people. I have an addictive personality. So when I get on something, I'm going to be on it. But why can't I get addicted to water and just stay on water? But back to alkaline water real quick, people. My son somebody told him to get it. So by him being a teenager living at home, he had to pay no bills, but he worked for everything. I said it about him. He always been working. Ever since he was little, cutting grass, washing cars, could detail. I mean, and I'm not bragging, but I'm glad he had a very strong work ethic, and to this day he do. And I love it, because he could let women take care of him if he wanted to, but I'm glad he's not like that. But if you got a wife or woman and you ain't got a job, they should be. I mean, hopefully they can, well, if they ain't work nowhere, well, you can't find one, then you stay home, watch the kid. She should not be paying no babysitter. If you're not working, then especially in the same state, or let the kids come live with you then part-time, because she shouldn't have to be paying no babysitter. Now, if you both working, I feel so sorry for people who don't have parents. The only way you don't have nobody that you can trust like parents, because they dead, or your parents is working, or they physically or mentally can't do it. But if they are some selfish ass bitches, Fuck them hoes. Don't give them shit for Mother's Day, the birthday, or Christmas, and don't even call that bitch. Don't even give her a card. And especially when you done reached out. And this ain't for you, Bumzilla, because you just a crazy bitch. Cause do one of your all y'all, you know she gonna get it popping today. But see, I shouldn't have said nothing, cause the bitch, like, if you prove that bitch true, she will try to back it up. But see, the bitch can't help it. I'm telling you, it's something about Sundays with this bitch. This bitch, one time, I was dressed and ready to go to church. I stayed home to laugh at this crazy bitch, knowing that but that's when she used to take a lot of shit down sometimes too. The motherfuckers with all these trolls is probably the same person. This shit was funny. And some folks was letting me know that was their ass. And I'm just gonna keep it real. I was like, oh, why the fuck you doing that shit? And I'm talking about, it ain't just females, males too. You stupid bitch. But Sunday, I'm talking about Sunday. And when that bitch said, it must be a church close around here, cause I gotta check out. This bitch was serious as a motherfucking heart attack. And then look in the camera like she's making so much fucking sense. Crazy ass, stupid ass bitch. Hey, bitch, you just make you just piss me the fuck off. Just the very thought of you, bitch. Just like when you're in love with a person, somebody say, oh, just the very thought of him made me just go, oh my God. Or I love my husband, or I love my wife, or I love my girlfriend, I love my boyfriend, or I love my poodle, or I love my cat, I love my little new puppy, or my little new kitten, or I love my baby, I love my grandbaby. Just the very thought of her coming over today. Yes, I can't wait to see my baby. Oh, I can't wait to hug her. I can't wait to run my fingers through her hair and put ponytails and little barrettes. I can't wait to do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this bitch crazy than a motherfucker. And bitch, stop letting that baby boy hair look real dusty. The texture and grade of his hair should not be dusty, bitch. That ain't no sin. Okay, if you don't cut his hair, if Fat Mama was a little boy, she got the same texture as hair that your son got. But guess what? If he was a grandchild, depending on what his parents' orders are, I would probably put it in some braids or keep it in a fade, because when my son turned 1 in like 3 months, he got his very first haircut. Because I used to keep it, I let it grow out, and I kept it oiled. I washed his scalp once a week then, and summertime I used to wash his head every night, because boys, like, my mama would say, what? These kids, how they go out and play and sweat. He get a bath before he went outside, and when he get dropped off, if I'm working, then at night I'm responsible to give him a bath, because that outdoorsy sweaty smell, ugh. And then, he got a fade haircut, and he a little boy. Shit, why you gonna wash it just like being a grown man? Ain't no reason why you can't get in there unless you catch colds and you got to go get out to work. Either get up earlier, but if you stay in your funky, stinking ass around the house all day, you need to wash your ass. And don't let nobody tell you it's something that's gay for a man that washes his ass a lot. I got a truck driver friend. Somebody told him, a woman said he was gay because he stops on the road, because, the company he worked for provides showers, but sometimes he just go ahead and just get him a room. But he said, like, a lot of he hit me to it. He said, like, some of the gas stations, truck stops, they provide showers as well. And if you got so many, like, tokens or something, you can use it. But he said he would rather just get a room that he can disinfect it, because he's a germaphobe like me. And he goes to the laundromat and washes clothes, and the dude be geared to fuck up. He loved to dress. He's younger than me, but he loved to dress. And but it's nothing wrong. I mean, nobody's saying you can wear what you want to being a truck driver or wherever you work, depending on unless you get to wear a uniform. But the thing is, this chick with her stupid ass, guess what? But he happily married right now, with 3 kids. He got a set of twins and a new daughter. Talking about, you're kind of suspect, bitch. You must be suspect. And let me tell you what the deal breaker was. You didn't appreciate having a clean man, because, honey, that's the only way to fly around me. I don't want no dirty ass man. His hair stink, his head stink, his baseball caps even stink. And he got, you can have dry scalp and not have dandruff, but nigga, we got a problem. You got all these flakes on your scalp, on your damn black shirt. And like I was getting to the skinny jeans, I like to see young men, especially thin young men, who can wear their jeans, be geared to fuck up with the latest, colognes and whatever, wearing their jewelry and shit that they working for, or they parents bought, whatever, but they still, keeping up with their age category or bracket, how people dress, depending on what age or era you brought up in, and they don't got their pants hanging. I seen a real fat motherfucker, and no disrespect to a big man, this big nigga had on some motherfucking pants hanging so motherfucking low in the wintertime. I don't care if it's summer, but I've seen motherfuckers in the metropolitan Detroit, or I ain't gonna blame it on metropolitan Detroit, I'm gonna blame it on Detroit, up in Detroit, with white boxers with a shit stain up and down the crevice of his boxers. with a shirt off, and because the Arab people that predominantly own all the stores, they tell you on sign, no shoes, no shirts, no service. You bring your sweaty, funky, musty, dirty, Lenny hair ass in there, and as they say down south, cat butter in your eye, got that sleep in your eye, walking your ass up in there, and you want some service. Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. All you gonna buy, and they want to argue with him. Come on, man, let me get away with it, because he wants some Lucy cigarettes. Bitch, stop smoking. If you can't afford your habit, ho, then get you a job, but stop smoking, motherfucker. If you can't afford your habit, leave the shit alone. Bitch, it ain't for you. Stop it. Because that's one thing besides death and taxes, I ain't never seen change. I've seen it go higher and higher. I've seen gas prices come down. I remember when gas prices was like so many cents a gallon. Yeah, you an old bitch. Well, guess what? You won't live to see 45, bitch. Or nigga. Because some of you motherfuckers, I see heart. Oh, I don't know. This one motherfucker, I see so much fluid built up around their heart. They are a walking. And you don't have to be overweight to have a bad heart, people. So stop thinking because somebody overweight. The overweight person, overweight people can have zero cholesterol, good cholesterol, no diabetes, not prone to it, no heart arrhythmia, no problem like that, because they like thick or what's considered big or overweight. They don't have to be have any health conditions at all. I've seen it, baby. I've seen it. And it's documented. And the motherfucker that's over there weighing 120, heart palpitations and this and that. And this and that. And some of it they bring on themselves by what they putting in their bodies. Drugs and shit. Nigga, you on Adderall and shit. Nigga, that shit's for... But don't let nobody give your kids that shit. Shit. My mother, I'm glad, but you know what? They probably would have tried to give it to me because I'm hyper. You see how fast I can talk. Well, I've been told, bitch, you tweaking over there. Well, I'm old school, bitch. No, I ain't looking for no crumbs of crack on no flow hog. Okay? And I'm like Whitney Houston. If crack is whack, I would do the rich man's high. I would do the powder before I would do some fucking crack, okay? And I'm not rich. But crack is whack. It's fucking whack, okay? It makes people rich. And I respect the man that do what he do. If the law don't catch up to you, you can get in and get out. And then and you flip that shit. Now you own businesses and shit and everything. And you always took care of your children and everything. That's the secret, really, to keep the police off your ass. If you doing right, I can't condone it because I don't work for no law enforcement. But I'm saying, stop flossing. Don't let them motherfuckers see all this shit. And, because you can get your brains blown out, but I ain't worried about that. When you show money, bitch, you can show money too. And it's going to be an influx of videos in a minute when these motherfuckers, these bitches get their income tax check, or these motherfuckers get their income tax check. They got motherfucking stacks because they can't even wait the old school way and wait for that money. I'd rather my money come the old school way. Fuck that quick return. I did that when I was younger because I really needed that shit in between husbands. Like, I need my money now, like that commercial. I want my money now. And that's talking about lawsuits. And I would never go that route. Motherfucker, my lawsuit, I want every dime due me. Because if you doing this shit, it's so much a percentage of the attorney gonna take out. So fuck getting my money now. Because they got to know this lawsuit is real. Like the money gonna get dispersed in 6 months, but you want it now. That gotta be a really extreme emergency, like a foreclosure or something. I'd rather go on a 401k or take out a loan and then get my lawsuit money and pay all that shit off. Then go that route if you know the money for sure and for certain, because they're not gonna grant you that right now money with them lawsuits unless they know for real. Oh, they about to win this shit. It's just right now it hasn't. The date granted for this shit is on such and such date, and you gotta wait till June 12th or whatever. It ain't because just the day you go to court. Your ass is, that's when you're gonna get your awarded amount. The settlement has already been settled. But a lot of times you ain't gotta wait as long nowadays. Bitches be getting paid and shit, and don't tell people your motherfucking business. Don't let them know that shit. Make them think you lying. Make them think you're the biggest liar. So when you tell them the truth, they don't know whether you tell them the truth or not. That's why motherfuckers, they don't even know. And I love it. Because, motherfuckers, they hate on you anyway, right? Especially black folk. They don't like to see nobody get ahead. That motherfucker lying. Well, it must be income tax time. The bitch, that was some monopoly money. That was some, shit, I ain't never ran into no fake money. But it's funny. I like using big faces. I just make sure you can't go to no drive-through late at night because they'll say, man, we do not accept sometimes over $50 to drive through late in certain places. But you know how McDonald's be open 24 hours. But I don't like doing drive-throughs. I really don't like doing fast food too much because you really don't know who the fuck's spitting on that shit. Motherfucker, they don't want it. Bitch, why you come to work to spit on somebody's food? Or like that bitch, that young girl, and putting... And why motherfuckers know, like that white woman that stuck a hot dog up her vagina, you gonna set her up. Motherfucker, if somebody told you the shit, You pull the damn tape. That's why you got surveillance tape. This bitch been doing this shit. Call that bitch in the office and bitch, you fired. And we gonna sue your ass, bitch. Or if you want it on the low, you better leave up out of here and we'll mark it even. We ain't even give you your last check, ho. Fight us over that check or let's go to court. We suing you, bitch, because you could have tainted, got our customers sick. And lose our business because you sticking shit up your nasty ass, herpes infested ass, disease infested ass, coochie ass, nasty ass, cunt ass, nasty pussy, badussy smelling pussy, bitch. Can't stand you bitches. But back to the motherfucking, I got to get it out of my system because I don't cuss in front of fat mom. The fake grandbaby. Yeah, I don't like skinny jeans on, especially old motherfuckers. What the fuck you doing wearing skinny jeans? You 40 years old, nigga. If your jeans are skinny because you gaining weight and your ass can't afford to get some new pants, then that's when you need to just wear jogging pants. Get you some shit that's comfortable. Like women, like what we do. We wear leggings, stretch pants, the leggings. Them the cheapest motherfuckers you can come by. They got them at the beauty supply. They got them even at Dollar General. Man, how many pair? I remember that. What's the guy? He's gay. He was on Beyonce's song, Formation, and he did some prison time. And what's up with all the rappers going to prison? I hear Kodak Black supposed to go back to prison. And then you look around, then they don't go to prison. Because it's some industry shit. You didn't do what the fuck we told you to do, nigga. You think we playing? Oh, we can take it away and give it back. Like they say, God, he take it, he give it and take it away. Now, if you're going to either get with the program, motherfucker, you know what you're signing up for, and it's tight. But if you can remain independent, hold on to the independent, and have some outlets where you can remain independent, where you got more going for you besides that, but you can still do your shit at the same time. Independent. Be your own boss on that shit. And I ain't giving no seminars and trying to be no motivational speaker, but it's just set in my heart to say it. But I'm killing time waiting for my fake granddaughter to get here. But I bet you this, if she's allowed, if you catch me in public, if you like, oh my gosh, she is beautiful. But motherfucker, that troll, and it was a bitch. Like I said, bitch made ass nigga. He liked dick. It's like I keep hearing. I just know that person had, and this is not a put down. It was a lot of feminine energy coming from that person. It may be a woman or a guy that likes penis, but it wasn't because of the way they were acting as a put down. Because like they say, when a woman say you got a little dick or you gay, no, there was a lot of feminine energy coming from that person, a feminine persona, because the bitch's chicken shit in that motherfucking room is in the room and can't say that shit to you. Like you can reach to the phone. But you know what? I think a lot of motherfuckers that can recognize, hey, this is not for, I don't make no war jars and I'm going to do a petition and put this person's name on. Bitch, unless you're doing a tutorial, how to do a damn hexagon, bitch. Like I said, the proof got to be in the pudding. Talking about money manifestation. Bitch, what? Scamming somebody? That's not no money manifestation. Because what you reap, you sow. Bitch, if you scam some money, somebody going to get you. You're going to get one of the most scamming ass person on the register. And you fuck around, use your credit card and shit, and they steal your shit and ruin your credit. And you're going to go through living hell trying to reinstore your ID. That it wasn't you. People gonna be laxy day. It's all kind of ways to get back, bitch. Somebody don't have to get you back the way you gave it out. Because karma come in many shapes, fashions, and forms, bitch. You treat you men and mess with people's daughters and disrespect women like you do, and you think it's not gonna come back on your daughters. My mama and them used to say that back in the day. They would say, I would hear her tell young men that would call her mama or even say certain. She'd say, I don't understand that about men. Don't they know they got daughters? Or they might have a daughter one day? You better be careful with that bullshit. Because just like everybody's a bitch and a hoe to you, you gonna, and guess what? She gonna like it and she'll cuss you out. Well, daddy, you gonna let me fuck you, nigga. And especially now that I think about it, you was never in my life anyway. And I went without. My mama we didn't eat a lot of times. So when we got our food stamps cut, where was you at, daddy? Where the fuck was you at? You dead to me. So let me continue sucking this dick in this, because in a minute we're gonna have open, like over there in Sweden. I think it's Sweden, sex shops. Why are you in here? This is just, nigga, what, you want your dick sucked? That's how bodacious your daughter would be to you. Like, nigga, fuck you and fuck your life and everything about you and fuck you and your new wife if you got one. Fuck you. And she deserved to tell you that shit. Well, treat women how they act. Nigga, women could be just walking down the street and a motherfucker just got delivered. That's why I put that motherfucker on blast that live in Michigan that I put on that tape. This nigga still... How your husband look, bitch? So you think I'm telling you, ladies, watch these men. They got these fucked up mental ways of thinking, and they don't even know. They'll fuck you. Stay away from that motherfucker. Man, you tell me some shit, bitch. Like I say, I dance with the devil, but I know, like, bitch, oh, I ain't scared of you, ho. I just don't want to catch a case. But I do got some Mookies and Pookies in my family, and some Mookies and Pookies, godsons of a tribe of them, of many nations, okay? Even one Oriental. So I got some Mookies and Pookies. I got some shooters. I got some heavy hitters. But I don't want to fuck up their life when they get caught. And guess what? They wouldn't snitch. But you know what? I would say, you know what? I'm going to confess. I asked you to do it. It was me. Can you please not let them go to prison, please? Well, they got to do some time. They pull the trigger. And you the accessory. You just confess. Oh, shit. Well, fuck it. That's wrong. They shouldn't. But guess what? When motherfuckers know what they doing, they know how to do that shit. But guess what? It's karma behind that. But I was just getting them back for this. Was it worth you killing that person? Do like that Bumzilla and do a war jar. Because I ain't seen nobody come up dead yet. And the man she bragged on about being in prison, she swore she done sent 2 men on here off to prison. No, that they did. When they went to prison, from what I can see, it was going to happen because of their actions. It can happen to the least and the best. And you can get mistaken identity too. So while people pulling up people's records and showing they, what they used to do and this and that, okay, that was them then. But if y'all fighting with each other, fighting with fire on social media, I can't be the judge or the jury. I'm just saying, when motherfuckers do shit, it's a repercussion behind it. It's gonna come back. And I don't know why I'm on this karma shit so deep. Somebody about to get hit with some karma. I swear they is. Somebody that's on this motherfucker on YouTube. Not no sector I don't know about, because I don't think nobody else calls anything else a sector but the black folks. But it's gonna be in anybody that hears my voice that's like in that little. The people that know of each other, even the trolls that don't show their face, somebody, not saying no natural death shit, I'm talking about it's going to be some real, like they say, Holyfield, real deal shit about to happen. And it ain't, I've already prophesied that. It ain't that I'm waiting, I want to see it, but I have seen two black men getting killed, and one blowing his motherfucking head off on camera because of fear and embarrassment and being found the fuck out. Not because he got doxxed, because of something so humiliating and embarrassing that this shit is so fucking true. They ain't in a hookup anyway. And they don't give a fuck. And they be like, you know what? I don't got nothing to live for anyway. Fuck it. Boom. And if anybody drove that person to that, them motherfuckers ain't gonna feel guilty. They gonna play it and they gonna laugh about the shit. I'll be like, damn, I used to harass the fuck out that man. I mean, I know I see in the spirit, but I called the shit out. But damn, when this shit really got proven and he was crying out for help on a damn live streaming, I was in the audience talking shit. Bitch, fuck you. Kill yourself, bitch. Bitch, you ain't gonna do it. I dare you. Put it in your mouth. And they be like, and you know what? Some people, and then a lot of people, this is what's sad about people that commit suicide. There's 2 different ones that do it. There's three cases, 3 different types. And I think I hear something about to come in a minute. Something special and fat and pretty. There's a successful suicide attempts. You don't hear from them. Then you got the motherfuckers that just want some attention, and they not the ones that say, if there is a God, just give me a sign, because I have been that person for a person on YouTube, and I will take it to my grave. They gave it to 5 a.m. and because a chick like to be up around that time, especially when she if I was still working, man, I would not be up like that, or waking up and not going back to sleep. But I already knew that it was she already informed me 3 days ago it's a possibility that she'd go in early. She's a registered nurse, so let her get that money. Let her get that money, honey. Get that shmoney. Yeah, I watch Fat Mama, and you don't have to pay no babysitter. Well, Mama, she would like to, like, can I put you down? I say, I ain't doing no illegal shit like that. You go do it with somebody else's name about child care, because I ain't signing shit. I watch her for free. So if you do that shit, don't put my name on the invite. Don't forge my fucking name on that shit. You do that shit, work it out with your homegirls, whatever. I'm not, And I ain't gonna put all her Fat Mama business out there like that, but it's just 2 people to know. It is what it is. I'm just saying, just know this. I ain't gonna be part of that shit. And her father definitely would not approve of that. So it is what it is. So she told me, you could, and I would help. I give you, did I ask you for any money? Have I ever? I'm like Celie. Did I ever ask you for anything? Not even your sorry ass hand in marriage. And she put that curse on with her fingers. And the way she did her finger, that shit carried a lot of weight. That motherfucker shit, he couldn't do shit but get right at the end. He went and got that damn box and all them letters and shit, and went and paid that money and got her grown kids to see her. See, that's how life is, though. That spirit, that damn spirit in that movie, that's some real shit. What was it, Alice Walker that made Color Purple, and Steven Spielberg with his genius magical video can make the shit come to life. And Danny Glover and Oprah, you know, they brought that shit. And the lady that I looked at a video of how she looked today, the one that played the young Celie. Man, that was a good movie. And anytime one of your favorite actors or actresses make you angry, I hated Danny Glover. Do you know I actually hated Danny Glover for like 3 years? That's how good of an actor he was in that movie. I hated it because the movie was that. No, it ain't that nobody's mentally ill. It was that he played such a good role, like abusive son of a bitch. And then you're watching this movie over and over, or when it come on cable satellite. Yep, and that's why, yep, motherfucker, that's why you didn't get no peace in your mind. You shouldn't have did her like that. But back in the day, they would do that. If their wife died, that might have been a woman they love, but they'll marry a woman, especially a young woman that can that's strong, got a strong back. Some like she said, he climb up on top of me and do his business. But who asked he kissed Suge Avery? And Suge Avery brought her man back, and he had an attitude, and Suge was like, it was showing like Suge wasn't a ceiling. She started developing feelings for Suge. If you read the book was more insightful because it was some lesbian tendencies right there. They really did have some. She started like liking her like that, but that's why they had an attitude that morning. They had got a little more prosperous, and they both had on their robes. And Danny Glover got an attitude, and Whoopi Goldberg looking on like an attitude because she should get brought her man with her. Like, what the fuck, you know? But what that man say? Danny Glover didn't like the man. He was low key side dissing, but when they got drunk, what they said to each other: "You had it your way, and I had it my way." Man, but that's what they did back in the day. They marry a woman that can. It ain't because she had childbearing hips, but it's because I need a woman that's going to keep this house clean, cook for me, and help me in the fields or whatever, and go tend to the hen house and, help me, or she take care of the garden or go in there and get the eggs, whatever. Men marry women out of necessity. And she could have been a fucked up stepmother. That's how out of touch they were because it depended. Now, grandma and grandpa, they stayed together for 80, 70 years. Those are some true marriages, but they got married because they wanted to. But some men would do that, just get married, and you could be abusing the kids. I've heard a story of a grandfather I never met that he had an abusive stepmother who brought a daughter into the marriage because his dad needed a wife, like on Color Purple. And down in Louisiana, he could pass for white, but his father married a very dark-skinned lady, and she used to call him and his brothers and his one sister, damn red devils. Damn red ass rascals. And they didn't have no refrigerator back then, and they kept shit in chests and like jams and preserves and shit. They kept that shit locked up, and to kids that was like sweets. Unless you baking cakes and cookies, the bitch would have that shit for her and her daughter. And but I couldn't ask him. The man died way before I was even thought of. My oldest brother was in my mother's womb, so I was nowhere thought of. The point is, I would have loved if he was in his right mind, and if I was born in a different time, say, why didn't you tell your daddy? Probably because you stayed in the child's place, and people really respected their elders more. But shit, abuse is abuse. You tell them, Daddy, you know, when you be out working in the fields and doing whatever, how you getting your money, you know, she don't even allow us to eat right. From my understanding, I think his dad had a job like that it would take him away from home. I want to say a longshoreman. I don't know, but it's like you didn't walk up on that shit. And why? Where are the preserves at? Because every time we went down south to visit, you bring back, besides your luggage in your trunk, your aunties and your grandmas and everybody you bringing you back with yellow meat watermelons, all kind of preserves and jam, and it's an art to jar and stuff. With the HERR jars, I mean, you got to boil it because it can be tainted. It can give you food poisoning, salmonella. So them women had to do this. And, the harvest, that's why they say you reap what you sow. If you plant early, you're going to reap that harvest. So you got stuff, you shell those peas and you put them in such a way that they had to preserve they didn't have refrigerators and freezers and stuff like that until later on when it got a little bit, they called it an ice box, when that man would come around saying, "Ice man, ice for sale." And I think that would be a white man, no doubt. Unless he has some black workers. It's on them old movies. That shit is real. Young folks, it is. And you motherfuckers got washers and dryers, or it can go to the laundromat. If you don't have a washer and dryer, you blessed to have the change to put in the damn washer. And then you can use your hands. But motherfuckers are so lazy. You could not be a lazy woman back in those days. You couldn't be a lazy man, because if you didn't go out there and raise your, plant your food and do this and that, pick cotton, you didn't eat. And if a woman didn't wasn't a homemaker and made her kids clothes and made preserves and pear preserves and this kind of preserve, man, ain't nothing like a homemade biscuit and homemade dinner rolls. Oh my God. Got the bomb recipe in my head. You let them motherfuckers rise with that yeast. Oh, it's old school rolling pin, all that. But who don't use it? And cutting them out, you can get and back then they used jars in the dough to cut the biscuits out, because that was a every morning thing. And then they was cooking biscuits sometimes 3 times a day, because you work in the fields, a man want they call it supper. They didn't say lunch. And then you had dinner. So that was 3 times. You could not be a lazy bitch. And you washing dishes, and you cranking it out of a fucking well, and you got to go get the water. And you ain't got no indoor plumbing. And you got a clean house, though. And your kids is clean. Man, you could not been a lazy. And these bitches is so lazy. They live in an apartment building. They got probably a laundromat in the basement. She's so lazy. She's sending the oldest kid go down there. Unless you're a sick bitch and you don't feel good, and you ain't got no man with you or no husband to help you, or you're living piece of rent-a-dick. Say, look, rent-a-dick, at least you can wash our clothes. I don't do shit like that. That's for hoes. You trying to turn me into a punk? I ain't no faggot. But the bitch sit up all day. Hey, I need some money. He don't even say, hey. He go on her purse and take that shit to go get his blunts. Because all that bitch want to do is roll the fuck up. Fuck those kind of men. Death to all those kind of niggas. And women don't put up for it. You better start sticking together and unite and realize your power and its strength in numbers, and fuck these no good ass motherfuckers. Cause there's some good men out there that's getting passed over for these motherfuckers that ain't shit. It's some real good men out there. But y'all so busy looking at, he look good. Yep, he look good to your 13-year-old daughter too. She got a crush on him. And, you walk up on some shit, or he just a child molester, and your 13-year-old daughter may not want him. But some of that shit be consensual, but legally it's not right. She might, because he look fast, little ass, 13, 14. I remember being a teenager, and you looking at, oh, he look good, or that actor, oh, he handsome. So imagine your mama going through niggas, and you 13, 14, like the old folks say, he's smelling themselves. They smelling themselves. Well, you done got to the age of puberty where you smelling on your arms. You got to wear deodorant. Your cat might stink. You got a crush on your stepfather because your mama is so selfish. She got motherfuckers over you and telling you to call him daddy. And when she break up with that nigga in 2 or 3 months, and he ain't brought in no fucking money, you calling him daddy. And then you wonder why your sons get emasculated, because a lot of them got penetrated, bitch.